Hello, and welcome back to the Indoor Sportscast and Coop Hoops. And today, boy, am I excited. I was at school in person. I'm sorry. I got you the Vooch trade, but after that, I could just look and feel, oh man, this content I'm missing out on. So I'm just going to give you a full recap of what just went down. So we got Shams, we got Woj, the Twitter feed's up. Twitter's been going crazy all day, bro. So let's just go back. Let's scroll down to the start of the day. You saw the Vucevic trade to the Chicago Bulls, of course. That was the second trade of the day after. There's it. Let me find them. I'm going to scroll way back. Last night we saw DeLon Wright get shipped over to, why can I not remember? The Kings for Corey Joseph. And now we're here at today. We still have some buyout guys left. There we go. DeLon Wright. And this morning, Denver traded for JaVale McGee for Isaiah Hartenstein in 2 seconds. I got you a video on that one. Go check that one out. Then we move up, and the first trade of the day, Nikola Vucevic to the Chicago Bulls for Wendell Carter Jr., Alfred Gaminu, my bad. Alfred Gaminu for Wendell Carter Jr., 2 firsts, and Otto Porter in a blockbuster move. We thought this might be the Bulls might go for Lonzo Ball, but still, Bulls are going all out. They want to be a playoff team now, and that makes sense. I mean, you want to be a playoff team in 2021, but it's giving you a future. If you can re-sign Vucevic after, the year after this year, then you could be a dominant. This could be a pairing for a long time to come, I could say. Maybe you see a Vooch and Levine. You got 2 All-Stars now on the same team who are both balling out. I mean, I like this move for the Bulls, especially. I actually really like this move a lot. So, yeah, that's the deal there. Bulls land Vucevic, Alfred Gaminu, Otto Porter. Then we move up, and we have Magic, that's just the picks. Then we move up, and the Magic are in chalks again. They trade Evan Fournier to the Celtics for 2 second-round picks, a dump off of an expiring contract player for 2 seconds. Honestly, that's nuts. People might say it's an overpay or underpay steal, but he's an expiring contract. He wasn't going to get any huge offers anyway, so I'm not mad that the Magic pulled this one off. For the Celtics, can Evan Fournier save you? I don't know. Can Evan Fournier be the answer to your scoring problems? I don't know, but I don't think he will be. Honestly, I think he will help the team a lot, but will this give them championship status? No. Playoff push? Probably yes, but he's going to be a third, fourth option on that team with a lot of scores, and he'll come out, play some playmaking and defense as well, but I mean, he's got to really ball out to help this team a lot. But I do like the trade. Basically nothing for Evan Fournier. Solid pickup there. Magic went full rebuild mode because they ended up trading Aaron Gordon to the Orlando Magic. They traded Aaron Gordon to the Magic for, where is it? Gary Harris, R.J. Hampton. Here it is right here. And so it's Gary Clark and Aaron Gordon for Gary Harris, R.J. Hampton, and a first-round pick. I might be talking to my brother. He did not like to trade for the Nuggets. He thought that he liked R.J. Hampton's potential, which is fine. You have Paul Millsap, the guy kind of like Aaron Gordon, but Gordon's younger. He's more athletic. He's still a bucket. And I'm fine with this trade for both teams. Magic go full reset. You're getting the first-round pick. You're getting R.J. Hampton, a young building block, kind of. And you're getting picks. You're trying to help this full rebuild mode. What I just click on? Oh, yeah, that's the trade. And I don't know. I don't really know what to think of this trade, but it's a pretty interesting one for both teams. So that's why I'm not going to sit here and say either team lost the trade. Why are we on that? I don't know why we're on Nemanja Bjelica. We'll get to him in a second. But let me just – what? Did they just lose my progress? Bro, what the heck? Really? Really? Are you kidding me, Woj? Twitter? I'm really going to make you scroll all the way back down here? This was a crazy day. It was a crazy day, really. There's 18 trades? Okay, we're back to the bottom. Evan Fournier, Aaron Gordon, and yeah, so those are the trades for the Magic. They do a lot of stuff. Let's go on to this trade. The Bulls are also in the mix a lot today. They trade Daniel Gafford and Taylor Hutchinson, 2 backups, for Troy Brown and Mo Wagner. I actually like this trade. You're getting Troy Brown, who is a solid 3-and-D player, especially. And then Mo Wagner, who immediately flipped for Daniel Tice. So basically, you're trading Daniel Gafford and Chandler Hutchinson for Troy Brown and Daniel Tice. That's a W of a trade. You flip your backup center for a better backup center. I know he missed the 3-point shot, but he's been not okay this year. And you're flipping Chandler Hutchinson for Troy Brown. I love this move for the Bulls, just helping this team with more role players to help out Levine and Nikola Vucevic. I actually really like that one a lot. That's just a smaller one. They have a lot of small ones like that for the day. And then for the Bulls, I'm not, or for the Washington, I don't know why you're doing that. You're not getting any pictures. I guess you're just kind of downgrading in age a little bit, but that's not too big of a deal for them. Sacramento trades Giamatti Bjelica to the Heat for Mo Harkless and Chris Silva. Miami made moves today. They traded a lot of role players. Here's a good shooter in Bjelica. He can be a good shooter. He has some moments, but he's still not anything special. And they're just trading up Chris Silva, who barely plays, and Mo Harkless, who's a solid 3D guy for the Kings. And you didn't want to be able to anyway. You're getting two solid role players to help this team out. Not a bad offer in return. Maybe you could have asked for a second, but that's fine. Harkless was great for the Blazers. I love him, Mo. And then Chris Silva has some potential flash with the Kings of being a bucket. Here's a pretty interesting trade, though. Oh, man. I'm going to talk about I don't know. I'm gonna do this trade first. Philadelphia trades who they trade. Philadelphia trades, I don't even know who Philly traded. Who did Philly give up in this deal? Oh, for Tony Bradley, Terrence Ferguson, and 2 future seconds. So the Thunder get more picks. 2 seconds and Tony Bradley, Terrence Ferguson. They're getting Ferguson back. And you're getting George Hill. Bring him into the mix. A good point guard. He's not Kyle Lowry, but he'll give you some scoring on the bench like they kind of needed. I will not run him with Ben Simmons, though. I don't think that's a very good fit at all. But I don't mind this deal. You kind of give up a lot for a guy like George Hill, though, so I think you overpaid. And I think the Thunder now have 17 picks. Crazy. Thunder are just insane. That man, what's the dude's name? Sam Presti's just a god. He can get all the picks he wants. They have 34 picks in the next 2 years or next 7 years. Another good trade. And you're only giving up Tony Bradley, Terrence Ferguson, or you're only giving up George Hill, and you're getting back a solid center. And then the guy you already had, Ferguson, you didn't really love him, but you brought him back. And then Austin Rivers somehow goes to OKC as well. OKC gives the Knicks a pick or something like that. So that's fine. You actually get another solid Austin Rivers player who can help your team a little bit. This I don't know. I'm not sure about this trade. They probably downgrade your team overall, but it helps you for the future, of course. And that's why it does it. And then let's get into this trade. Toronto's traded Norman Powell for Gary Trent and Rodney Hood straight up. No picks attached. Gary and Rodney, my guys right here, Gary and Rodney, for Norman Powell. Boy, this is such an interesting trade. It just really, really is an interesting trade. Let me take a bite of my apple. Gary's been great. Gary has been great. We knew he might get traded, but honestly, at this point in time, I thought we were going to see Gary Trent stay in the Trailblazers for at least another year. But he was probably going to leave for free agency. We probably weren't going to try and bring him back. He was going to want a lot of money. I don't see why this trade's terrible. Now, people are saying the Raptors won this trade. That's fine. But other people are saying that the Blazers, this trade is dumb for the Blazers. Yeah, Gary's younger slightly, and he's been a beast, but Norman Powell's averaging 20 points a game, shooting the ball 43% from 3. Here's just a graphic right here. 45% from there, 39% from there, 31% from there, dude. This guy's been really, 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 really good from downtown all season long, and he's basically better than Gary Trent. I know GT might have more defensive potential, and he might try harder, but Norman Powell's still a very elite defender on the wings. So we're trading away. Rodney Hood is literally nothing. Rodney Hood, we wanted to see him go. We didn't want him to get minutes anymore. Everyone in Portland hates Rodney Hood right now. He's been so terrible. We don't hate him as a person. We just hate his play style. We want to see him on the bench. So we get rid of Rodney. That's fine. Shots not to play him anymore. That's great. We bring in basically, essentially, Norman Powell for Gary Trent. Powell's a better scorer overall, probably. Probably a better shooter as well. And a solid defender. I'm not mad at this trade whatsoever, actually. What's the consensus on this trade? Like, I didn't get to watch Blazers Uprises pod live because I was in school. But, like, what's the consensus? No, not this. I want to see the Rodney one. In my eyes, I'm fine with this trade. Some people might be mad, but I'm fine. This guy always comments league changing. This guy always comments what? This guy always comments that weird copy and pasting, whatever. Yeah, Joe Harris. Absolutely not. I'm not sure. Norm is usually top 10 3. Okay, so this guy agrees with me that it's a good trade. One of those dumb. Twitter's so toxic now. You can't even read the comments. Oh my goodness, bro. This is tough. I guess we gotta get Oladipo. No, you're not gonna get Oladipo. Everyone. I'm so confused, bro. Twitter's just stupid. Oh, me and oh my gosh, we don't care about your buddy LaFraud and Der Snake. It's so annoying. Bloody Twitter's so dumb. I'm depressed. You must be a Raptors fan. Because I know you're a Blazers fan. You're depressed right now. Powell's hoping for the Raptors free. Okay, here we go. Really, team owners ain't okay. Are these okay? Blah blah blah. Are you okay? Okay. Powell's officially pointing heavily defense. Portland's fleeced. I like. Okay, I think this is a good pickup for Portland. I'm not sure what fleece really means, but I'm happy. Most people kind of agree with me. Dame finally gets some help. Yeah. Okay, so most people agree with me. This is a solid trade. I thought there was no chance Gary gets traded, but freaking Tori predicted the exact trade package. Rodney and Gary for Norm. I'm fine with this. I'll take it and I'll go with it. A 20 game scorer to play the small forward. I'd say. Then we have. I'd say move DJ to the bench or Roke. I want to start Norm, but he could be a spark play on the bench, and I think that's great. So maybe let Norm be a spark play on the bench. And this team got better in my eyes, slightly. Now, honestly, I'd like to see us go after LaMarcus Aldridge right now, but he's probably going to go to the Heat, which is a fine. But I'm happy with this trade. I'm not mad, but I'm not like insanely like but it's still just big news for us, man. We get rid of Gary Trent Jr., our young guy. People thought we could build around him, but I'm fine with Norman Powell. Here this is. Oklahoma has 34 picks in the next 7 years. That's insane. And then Toronto trades Matt Thomas for the Jazz for second. Utah just a little bit more shooting. Toronto gets another second round pick to help out in the future. Open up a roster spot, take additional player in a Lowry trade, but they didn't have to trade Lowry. Kyle Lowry stays put. I'll touch on that in a second though. Hawks and Clippers discussing a Rondo trade. We saw that. They traded Rondo for Lou Williams in 2 seconds. How is Rondo worth Lou Will and 2 seconds? It should have been opposite. Lou Will's better than Rondo. They're both old players. Rondo has more leadership. How is it? It should have just been straight up. How would the Clippers do that? Yeah, you needed a point guard, but Lou Will can play point guard and you can score. Maybe you want to facilitate. That's fine. But 2 seconds? That's an overpay for Rajon Rondo. But I do like Rondo, but this is a big W for the Hawks. You get scoring and never even played Rondo very much. So honestly, you get scoring for a guy that barely plays, and you get 2 second round picks. Absolute W for the Hawks. That's the finesse trade right there. Then Toronto goes on to trade Terrence Davis for a second into Sacramento to take another roster spot. We get the news, no Lonzo Ball trade. That's huge. We thought he could go to the Bulls. This is good for me, though. I like the Pelicans keeping Lonzo Ball. Hang on to your guy. He's your point guard of the future. I love to see him staying over there with Zion. That's going to be a dynamic duo for the rest of eternity to come. Zion and Lonzo, deadly. Bulls are sad. That's okay. Houston trades Victor Oladipo to Miami. Maybe the biggest trade of the day besides Vucevic. But the package that you got, we knew it wasn't going to be big. But we didn't know it was going to be nothing. Where is it? Is it? Okay, it must be in Sham. Sham must be the guy that reported the Miami. Where is it? They traded Victor Oladipo for Avery Bradley. I love Avery Bradley. He went to my high school, my future high school. He balled out in Texas. He was a beast for the Celtics, but now he's a beast for the Lakers. But he's not the same player anymore. He's getting up there in age. And Kelly Olynyk, who is a stretch 4 at this point in his career, for Victor Oladipo, who still can be a star, or still can be a 20-point per game scorer, I feel like. I don't get that if you're Houston. Should have asked for more. He wanted to play Miami so bad. I know he's an expiring contract, but you could have at least tried to get I don't know. I don't know who Miami wanted to give up, though. They don't want to give up here. They don't want to give up Robinson. I mean, I guess it would have had to have been maybe Dragic, but they wouldn't want to do that anyway. So I don't know. I think they got finessed though. Oladipo wanted to go to Miami. They let him have it. Interesting trade, but at least you got something for Oladipo because he would have leaved in free agency and got to Miami either way. Miami just opened a playing spot. Trevor Ariza will get some playing time now because they lose the playing spot. This is a W for Miami, making them a contender again in my eyes. Oladipo can still be great. Don't sleep on him yet. His career's not over. It's not like he's just dumb and down the dumps. Okay. I finished that. I finished it. All right. Let's finish this up. A solid W of trade. L for the Rockets, but at least got something. I know a Rockets fan. I was talking to him on Discord, and he was very pissed at that trade. He's down in the dumps pretty bad. That's fine. Pelicans trade JJ, the shooter, Redick, and Nikola Millie to Dallas to go play with Luka Doncic, and they get back Wes Iwundu, James Johnson, and a second. So for JJ Redick, an expiring contract we thought could get bought out, might go to the Nets. And Nikola Millie, a solid shooter. You don't buy him out. And instead, you trade him for Wes Iwundu, a solid young wing defender, James Johnson, a nice veteran presence, and a second to make a deep playoff, to make a last-second playoff push. I like this trade. You get future in a second. Wes Iwundu can help on defense. James Johnson can play defense as well. I actually like this W trade for New Orleans. Mavericks want some shooting. They got the shooting, and JJ can't get any better than that. And Nicole Melli, another shooter. That's a solid. That's fine. I like that trade there. But I think Pelicans won this one pretty easily, in my opinion. I really like this trade to the Pelicans. Help out Dion, help out the shooting, give him people on the perimeter, or help out Luka for the Mavs. Put it on the perimeter, JJ Redick in the corner. You can put Melli in the corner. You have perfect shooting, but spacing will probably be fine with KP still. Then LaMarcus gets balled out. Andre Drummond's so weird. He has not got bought out yet. I don't know what's going on over there. He already requested a trade. So is Kevin Love. They're not playing. So what's going on there? I don't know yet. LaMarcus gets bought out, though. He already got officially. And LeBron's out for 4 to 6 weeks. Hopefully you guys saw that. Then the Pacers go ahead and cut Jalen Lacroix, a 20-year-old guard. It's fine. Thunder cut Miles Leonard. Makes sense. He's out of the league. He's done. Goodbye. And then LaMarcus gets a $7 million buyout. And now he's wait. Aldridge. Yeah, so the Heat are a strong candidate. But like I said earlier, I'd actually like to see Portland pull out a LaMarcus, bring him back for the reunion. He can be our backup bidder. He can be our backup big man, a backup power forward behind Rocco probably. And give us just some buckets on the bench and play some defense to be a veteran. I love to see him back in Portland. I would love that and hope it happens. But so far, it's like he's going to Miami. Let me just reload the page, see if Shams says anything new. Actually, I feel like Woj beat Shams today, honestly. We've had that debate for a long time. I think Woj won. He was pretty early on everything, except for this last couple stuff. Woj has not tweeted anything in a while, I don't think. Yeah, just the Marcus Aldridge. The cash value for Marcus Aldridge Spurs is $5.8 million. Knicks associate coach is going to go work for the University of Utah. It's fine. Something about Lowry. So Kyle Lowry is not getting traded to the Miami Heat. That's a big thing I missed. Or not getting traded to the Sixers. Raptors keep him. So they didn't like their offers. The teams are taking consideration what he's trying to be for the rest of the season. He'd be a rental or be able to get a contract extension. Teams are not going to pay a lot for a guy that might not resign. And I don't get that. I mean, I'm not mad at that. The Raptors held strong position for the Raptors. You wanted a lot, you didn't get enough. You're like, okay, fine, we'll keep him until the end of the season. That's fine. They got what they wanted. Both sides seem to be fine with it. I bet Lowry's happy. I know Drake's happy for sure. The best Raptor of all time is staying in Miami I guess Miami right now, yeah. But in Toronto, I'm actually glad to see Kyle. I don't want to see him in another uniform. I commented last night. I got like 800 likes. I love when my comments blow up. That's fun, just like looking at my comments. But yeah, this was just a weird situation that happened, but it ended up happening, and I like to see it. And after that, we got no other news. Alonzo Ball's not getting traded as well. If buyouts happen, I'll get you videos on that. Biggest thing probably for me was the Norman Powell because he went to the Blazers. Powell for GT and Hood. I'm not mad. I'm okay. I'm intent on that trade. I want to see what Norman can do. Probably not tonight, but I think it's going to come on Saturday. So yeah, that's it for me. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to Neil. Like the video. Free agency, baby. Or not free agency. Trade deadline, baby. What a day. What a day. Peace.